Very happy to take the result of that play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And the wideout goes in motion. Running play called on third and short. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Keeper for the first down and more. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quick throw caught on the left side. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Will he score here? Touchdown, Alabama. Offense setting the tone early.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Point after, up and good. Returner looking to create better field position. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside and the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. To throw, it's Klubnik. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The ball is caught. Stiff arms the man. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And the Tigers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. To throw, it's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Final play before the end of the quarter. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And that gain will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
7, Clemson, 0.
The Tigers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. As a design quarterback keeper. Has the first down, still on the move. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Gain of 19 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. It goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? He's going to hand this off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Receiver makes the catch. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Scanning the field. It's Arnold. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. It's a run to the left. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job at confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Solid gain there, moves the ball up to the 32. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He finds his man, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to throw yet again. Finds his man. It's Brown. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Snags the quick throw. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Offense facing second and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep here. Makes the grab down to the 15-yard line. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So the offense looking now, Kirk, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Returner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, and he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go. And he throws his third interception of the day. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Arnold. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Trying to find room. It's Miller. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into the second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a cover. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. They tackle him about the 14.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down for the offense.
First and 10 play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds the receiver wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Launching it downfield. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Here's the score. Alabama 28, Clemson 7.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
Clemson 14.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So it's second and long at the 20. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. To the air, it's Arnold. The pocket breaking down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Finds room at the 30. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Clemson offense will take over first and 10.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. He's hit as he throws it. Makes the catch downfield. Up for a first down at the 37.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to chuck it again. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the all-important extra point. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
35. Clemson, 21.
Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
And that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
21.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Will take over first and 10.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Haynes. And they get him down after the completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Klubnik. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
On the move, looking deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to the left. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got his man wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Soccer with a strong tackle there.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Bringing it back, it's Brown. And the returner is brought down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked